What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. It's time to hop back into the Eternal Empire, which is our way of saying that we're going to go after everything and make the Empire last eternally, because our leader is essentially a necromancer. So, she's awesome. I've been doing a little bit of thinking while I had the week off, and while we are going to still push towards taking over the world, we're going to do so in a slightly different fashion. We're going to try and make sure that only forces of order exist. Only once every force of disorder, chaos, or the undead is gone will we do anything else. Now the Changeling is up here, which it does not help us. We're making 1898 a turn, and we don't have much to do right now. We do have Elspeths getting her army all sorted. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to go up to Wurtbad, and then we're going to go in and fight the vampire counts on their own footing. So hopefully we can get a lot done. Before we let the other nations go, though, let's see if we can get any quick deals. Border Princes, they are not a force of order, so we're not going to deal with them at all. We are strictly going to go with either confederating with the Empire provinces and getting them on our side, or getting them as extreme allies. That's what we're going to do.
I am unstoppable.
And we are at war with the vampire counts right now, so we're just going to let the other nations go and see how it goes. Get all the gunnery school stuff that we can. See if we can start pumping out some really cool stuff for artillery. I want to get some master engineers and some engineers in general out there. I want to get some demigryph knights to be hard-hitting cavalry. Great swords, of course, for our front line with handgunners or Hawkland long gunners and archers in the rear. So we're going to try and do balanced armies, and we are obviously fighting a lot more in this one. We're going to try and get our armies up, and we still might try to conquer the entire world, like every province, but right now, we need to do a lot of things. So, maintain all of those. So we got some schematics, which helped us out. Boris Todbringer, our legendary lord, is now on our side. Now, that's going to help us out a lot better, because we do have a few other things that we can do. Research age technologies, we've done 3, and it'll give us the White Cloak of Ulrich, which I believe is one of... Boris Todbringer, that's the name. I believe it's one of his special items. So let's go through.
Lady of Shaiish.
Do we have a military access pack? Non-aggression, trade agreement, military access. We do not. Not with Averland. Do we have it with Talabek land? We have a non-aggression pact, but do we have the military access?
An agreement will be reached. For are we not all?
So how are we going to get there is the question. Now, we do have access to the Rose network. So what we could do is we have one in Nuln, our capital. We could build one in Wurtbad, which would bypass the diplomatic lines, or we could just wait until we control it later on. And ironically, we can build it in any place that's controlled by the Empire. So maybe we're going to have to wait here. Fast travel's available there. We have one in Nuln. We can only do 5. So let's not waste it. Let's just...
of the pale scythe. Move, Nulners, move. Varina's blessing.
Wissenland and Nuln owns this, so we'll just kind of do a little bit of trespassing right now. It's going to cause a little bit of friction with Averland, but we can deal with that later. Now, let's not make the mistake that we made in the past. Let us upgrade both our military and our infrastructure. Fieldorf, not doing too much. Steingart, we're not going to go to war with these dwarves just yet.
Honor to your ancestors.
They're at war with the same people as us. We got trade agreements with Clan Angrund and Averland. We're not in a place to fight them, but we're not going to use them to build ourselves up either. So what we have to do is look at getting... we don't want Carrick here on our side.
The Empire by the Comet. Ready.
Pretty much there's nothing that we can do right now, so let's just let the other nations go, and then we're going to take our main army in, and we are going to stomp some vampire counts, and maybe beat down Vlad and Isabella's army. Be nice to see them get a little tossed about. Although we are significantly weaker than them overall right now, which is a little bit worrying. But it gives us ample opportunity to crash into a section of the Empire that will be ours. Now, I'd love to have the Knights of Moor, or Knights of the Black Roses, whichever the one it is. We did get more gunnery school stuff. New plague amongst us, with Wissenberg. Capture many provinces, 3 provinces, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that works there. Let's go and see what we can do here.
Amethyst Mage.
Now, ideally, we would go and fight them, but we don't really have the time at the moment.
For Nuln's ends. Doing
Vlad
what
von
must
Karstein
be
is
done.
right there,
Thou art unfit to govern me.
and he's got a pretty decent
Von
army. We don't have a lot of good artillery at the moment.
Danger
We'll get
is
close,
at
and the
our
next turn we'll
heels.
take them on. Fieldorf can get upgraded, which we want to do. Wissenberg has the plague right now, so that's not good. And 9 turns until we upgrade, and we just need 3,600 to do that. So let's just let the other nations go, and we'll see where it works out. We're going to try and upgrade our buildings as much as possible early on. I want to get a solid, stable line of advance. We've been a little bit haphazard in the past and have had to wait for money, which has not done us very good.
Powers at play than you.
For right now, you know what? We'll take the dwarves at face value.
In the borderland of land.
Negative growth in workpad, which does not help us. Now, no, you do not have the amount of money that we need.
Chaos in
I don't know if this is going to go in our favor or not.
Amethyst Guardian. Send these spirits to Moor's realm.
State
Bring darkness.
Saying it's a close victory, but we're going to have reinforcements, so we're going to fight this battle, and we're hopefully going to do enough damage to them from extreme range without the Changeling being involved. If we can obliterate this army, that obliterates the Changeling as a main faction, and instead just makes him a wandering little pain in the butt. They have a lot of shielding, and it's a lot of blue horrors of Tzeentch. We've got literally tons of them. We've got Furies, which is not bad. The ones that are the big ones are these Flamers here and here. Everything else doesn't really hurt us too bad, but if we sit back and just hold the line, shoot the hell out of them, and then when our infantry from our settlement comes in, we'll hit them in the flank, and hopefully they'll do everything. The only thing I'm worried about really is the Chaos Griffin. Is it Chaos Griffin? Manticore? No, it's not a Manticore. Something special for Tzeentch. But he has a hero in there too, so it's not going to be too bad. The Zangors are probably his hardest hitting infantry, but we can outshoot him. So with any luck, we'll be able to do just that. Changebringers, that's what the other ones are called. Really don't have any fast-moving skirmishers or infantry on that regard, but we have a lot of shooting and a lot of magic on our side, though against the Changeling that's not going to matter much. Alright, so we've got Halberdiers, Swordsmen, and Spearmen. Alright, so there's... Oops. There we go. Now we're going to make our archers a group, and we're going to turn off the skirmish mode. Make them a group, turn off the skirmish mode. Alright, the big thing here is we've got infantry that can possibly come in from this side. Archers can go down here. We'll put our engineer up here. And he's got his fire wheel on.
Of Nuln.
Our main cannons can go there. Mortars there. And our Hellstorm in the center. Now hopefully they fix the channel magic bug completely. Alright, that's fine. And now it's just going to come down to shooting.
These helpless fools will soon cower in fear. For who could stand against the oncoming tide of death itself?
Alright, we're just gonna let it go and see what happens. If they're just gonna sit there and take it. I mean, the cockatrice, that's the word I was looking for. We'll let our artillery do the job. Alright, here we go. They're starting to move in. We have 28 seconds before we get reinforcements from our flank. Aspect of the Dread Knight, Soul Blight, which will help us. It's a hex for an area. Alright, we got some reinforcements from our flank. I think that's all of them. So let's just sort these guys out a little bit here. Create a good solid group of them. Now, they're not great at all. If we can get them in position, they can start dealing with the Furies and the Cockatrices. And then our main line can just deal with everything over here. Forces are getting a little bit banged up. Cast some magic over the enemy and see how that works out. Now the Furies are getting in there.
Our weapons are yours. Shoot them! Fire! Ready! Fire! Fire! Missile troops! Charge! Understood! Attack!
Let's start getting our troops into position here.
Sigma! Preservers!
Elspeths von Draken. By the amethyst wind.
I don't even really care what's going on that side of that field. They've drawn the enemy away, and that's all we need.
Spearman! Sigma Preservers!
Our cannon is getting hit.
Sigma wills it.
Withdraw!
Doom take thee.
Pick targets! Sigma preserve us!
Okay, our cannon has been wiped out, which is not ideal.
As Buna fell, I call doom upon them.
Show us the foe! Sigma preserve us! We are Sigma's heirs!
And there's our Hellblaster hurt.
Elspeths von Draken.
Gifted tinkerer!
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
The Empire endures! Ah!
Wow, our line has really snuck over. Let's realign our mortars to see if we can get some of the shots in here.
Swordsman! Missile troops!
We will join the dead if we stay here.
Elspeth is really weak herself.
We are Sigma's heirs! Ah! Go! Halberdiers! So!
I'm not sure how this battle is going to go right now, to be honest.
Yes, sir! Black powder blast! By Galmaraz! Fire! Fire! Sigma!
We can't overcast that just yet.
Prepare for combat! Quick march!
Alright, at least some of the stuff is starting to get rid of here. probably going to have to revamp our army after this. But that'll let us get another set of Hellblasters as opposed to Great Cannons.
Engineer. Yes, sir.
It looks like we're winning.
Handgunners, all ranks, fire! Attack! Quick march! Swordsmen, withdraw!
By the amethyst wind!
Alright, it looks like we've managed to kill off a fair number. And their army is crumbling, which is good. Alright, the Changeling is down.
Ready to fire!
I don't know if he's going to be able to make it anywhere before he dies. Or we're going to shoot at him a little bit more. Pyrrhic victory. I got to get better at these. I don't know where it turned, but a lot of our troops died in the center. But we still have our cannons. We still have everything in there. Might be able to upgrade our state troops a little bit. We did lose like 700 people, so yeah, they only have 14 remaining, which is not good for them. Both their hero and the Changeling were hurt, and it's the Cockatrice and the Zangors that made it out, it looks like. So we'll just have to take care of them, follow up, finish them off. Our artillery should be able to handle it just fine. Without a leader, that army is basically done. Lost half our troops, which kind of sucks, but still. We can handle it, we can handle it, we can recover from that pretty easily. Let's get the army replenishment. Alright, killed him. Wound recovery time. Control +1. Post-battle chance of stealing magic items and hero action success chance for the local region. That is a really crappy thing to have, but we got a Barded Warhorse and a Frostfire Gem. Enables flaming attacks for the Lord or Hero. Frostfire attacks, weakness to fire and slow for assigned Lord or Hero. That's a really cool gem. And Lupio Gausser. Alright, so we didn't actually change him over. We're going to call him Furix Gausser.
On the bodies of the dead.
And let's go in here and see what we've got for objectives, because there's one. Grow your forces. Capture many provinces. Can't remember which one it was that gave us the hero. The Gardens of More to Travel is there. More than a workshop. Protection of the Empire. Theodore Bruckner, the Countess Champion. We need to build a livery. What is a livery? Can't remember offhand. That's a gunsmith, foundry, engineer's workshop, guild hall, stables, livery. So it's the second rank of stables. First thing we're going to do here, though, is we are going to get rid of the deceivers in Warpbad. We are going to upgrade our main keep, because that's going to be a thing that we need, and then we're going to need to get second rank of stables. Now, Warpbad itself, not too bad off. It's kind of negative growth right now, solid growth, but for Elspeth, she doesn't get anything that's pretty decent just yet. I kind of want to get Spirit Leech so that we can overcast it. But I also want to get up to the next ranks of spells. And Frostfire Gem is her banner. It's banner? Oh, that's cool. So we're going to give that to her hero when she gets him. Markish, spell resistance, Sigmar ward. We're going to get that because it's important, and we have 3 levels to level up here. So let's upgrade Soul Blight, Aspect of the Dread Knight for right now.
Every
Because we need
device
her
has
spells to
its
be good.
secrets. I must extract them.
And he also gets 2. So we got Survivalist, which is good. Ammunition. Let's go with Piercing Shots. Let's make his shots really, really, really good.
Wielder of the Pale Scythe.
And we can go over here and fight this battle. It's going to be a decisive victory against the Cockatrice. It's not even worth fighting that one, though. Now, hopefully that wipes out that faction.
Amethyst Mage.
It didn't, which is
Where
kind of
is the
sad.
graveyard? Lead me to it.
Now we'll
Dark
pop back here.
Lady
I'm
of
pretty sure
Nuln.
that Vlad, Isabella, and Emmanuel Posner are going to come
As
at us.
fate requires.
We can't do anything for Electric Count State troops or Regiments of Renown right now, or Amethyst units, but what
I
can we do
call
here? We
upon
don't have
your might.
cash for much, so we're just going to let that army sit for now, and let's see what we got for quick
Who
deals.
calls? What? It.
I am change.
And we'll end the tournament. But at least we struck a blow against Chaos, made the Empire a little bit safer, and by hitting him hard like that, it's not going to allow him to do anything for the foreseeable future. I don't know if he even has a place. Or an Undercity or whatever it is that they come from. And there's Vlad coming out. I wonder if he's going to come fight us. Now, fighting the undead is a whole different story. Alright, we got an engineer ready for duty. Another general of the Empire, Hop Anderson. Colonial factors, defeat Vlad von Karstein in battle. Recruit additional lord. Alright, so what are we looking at here? We got our heroes, he's raiding.
Insolence.
Got a black coach. I don't know if our army as it stands would be able to deal with that. What can work bad summon as far as heroes? Nothing. Nuln, we can get training. Witch hunters are cleanse corruption. Engineers we already have the max of. Battle wizards we could start getting in, but I want to put them in another army. Got 4 turns on that. Regal for him, control local province, leadership aura size for Boris Todbringer. So many things that we can go with. Master engineers. Boris Hertwig. I love the helmeted knights. They look very gothic. I think we're going to have to get our legendary lord up and get him a standing army. What's a shame is we don't have really anywhere we can plunge into right now. Now, we could go after Fort Saul. What do they have in there? It's not a very big garrison. We are making a fair bit amount of coin. Fieldorf doesn't have much, but if we summon him in Wissenberg...
Who calls? Raise Sigmar.
Another 1,000 coin there. Get him a couple of halberdiers. A couple of knights. And that'll be good for this turn. Garrison Lord does not move. We're going to skip.
Guardian.
Research. Construction cost for resource-producing buildings. Construction time for resource-producing buildings. Construction cost for all buildings. That's pretty
We
good.
need all
Let's look at the
these
gunnery school
if
while
are
we
to
have a
stand
chance.
Against the old foe.
We need to upgrade this, so we need to perform 3 gunnery school upgrades to get it upgraded in total. We have a great cannon, but we have a hellblaster. Let's upgrade
Nuln
that.
engines drive forth.
So all of our hellblasters are going to do a little bit more, and I think the next one we're going to do is monstrous impacts or missile explosion radius for mortars. I think we'll actually go with the mortars. Gunnery school.
For Verena
And let's see if we got
Nuln.
anything for our
So-
quick deals that we can do.
To war. All right. What?
Well, Reichland we
Greetings,
want to
fellow heirs
have
of
military
Sigmar.
access with and be cool with.
Sigma's will.
Talibet
Welcome,
clan,
my
same idea.
affirmative. Wamrag.
Not too worried
Yes.
about that. And we'll let the other nations go and see what happens. It's weird that we have a second army this early in the campaign, but hopefully we're going to be able to use it to like secure the south and start battling other things. We want to start a warpath essentially. But for right now, what we got to focus on is pushing outwards. I would love to fight Vlad. If he's sieging our settlement, we'll accept refugees. Yep, he's sieging us. So we're going to have to deal with that.
To the provinces.
Now for you, you have no range stuff. But we can get you a couple of handgunners and a couple of mortars. We can get Knights of the Black Rose now. And they are anti-armor, anti-infantry. Let's pin that for a second, see what their other ability is. Physical resistance. Okay, not too good. Bad. What we're going to do, I think, is get a couple of units of crossbows, because we don't want to take our attrition up too much. And a couple of mortars, and that should allow him to take on Fort Stall. Pretty sure. Unless they sally forth, in which case we're kind of boned. It's a Pyrrhic victory, we'd lose a lot. But let's fight it ourselves and see if we can deal with this. If we can knock the 3 vampires out, the undead army will crumble, and it will just basically disappear. And we're in a pretty good defensive position, all things considered. Our artillery and our handguns should, in theory, be able to do a lot of damage. The only thing we have to worry about, really, is the bats and the Varghouls. Vargheists? These guys, right here. The Black Coach hits hard, the Graveguard are really tough, they're elite infantry. The Blood Knights are dangerous, but we can kind of shoot them down, so not too worried. Now, you're going to have to come at us, and if we stay back up here, that should, in theory, be just fine.
Awaiting orders.
Swordsman!
Right there, and that should do good there.
The Empire endures. Finding range, sir. Ready for war. We are Sigmar's heirs. The Empire endures.
And we're going to use our settlement's garrison in a pretty despicable manner, all things considered. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the line infantry from our garrison
Soldiers of the Empire.
and put them up front. Then stretch our better infantry over the line in front of them, so they can take the brunt of it. Then we want our... These bowmen are just going to sit here.
Ready for war.
Our archers are going to sit on this side.
Handgunners.
And then our handgunners are going to sit there, and they should be able to shoot down a lot. Huntsmen up there.
Wizardess of Nuln.
Our cannons we're going to want up here near the woods, so they can start shooting down at the Blood Knights.
Sigmar commands. Elevate cannon.
And our mortars we're going to put right there. We're going to pause real quick to get our cannons shooting at the Blood Knights. Our mortars, we want to be hitting Graveguard, along with our Hellstorm rocket batteries.
Let the slaughter begin, and the winds of Shaiish blow. Every drop of blood will only augment my power.
Okay, we got him to waste a little bit of his spell casting. start regenerating the Grave Guard. We'll just see what happens. Blood Knights are getting decimated. Ah, here we go. They're coming in.
Elspeths von Drachen.
Okay, we've almost got that set of Graveguard basically on its own. Isabella's coming down this side, which is not good for us.
Great cannon! Swordsman! State troops!
Alright, we don't want our cannons going anywhere, so we're just going to pull them back. Get them a better target.
Elspeths von Drachen. Doom, take this!
We are Sigmar's heirs! Swordsman! War! For France! By Ulrich's wrath! Charge!
Settlement Garrison's going to charge in.
Swordsman! We are ready! By Ulrich's wrath! Yes, sir!
And then wherever we need some support, we'll get some support.
Shadows at my call.
Show us the foe! Halberdiers! Attack! Prepare for combat!
Mage of Death. As Buna fell, I call doom upon them.
Alright, that Black Coach is being a bit of a pain.
Swordsman! For Heldenhammer!
Isabella being in our backline is not good, but
Spirita of Shaiish. All will need more.
cast on her.
Advance! Shaiish, carry me! To shadows!
For Heldenhammer!
Elspeths von Drachen! By the amethyst wind!
Yes, sir! All ranks, fire!
Darkness is my steed, the dead call. At pace,
Ready for war! Halberdiers!
Looks like we're doing pretty good over here. This set of Fellbats is about to be done.
Guns of Nuln! Seeking enemy! Cannons, fire!
Wizardess of Nuln. Doom, take thee! Shadows at my call. All will meet more in time.
Alright, we're doing pretty good. We've got a few units that are falling back.
Elspeths von Drachen.
Sigmar, preserve us! Our weapons are yours! Halberdiers!
Alright, this side of the battlefield is good. We're starting to collapse on the other one, so let's charge them over.
Ready, my lord! To battle! Ha! Ready! To battle!
Elspeths von Drachen.
Great cannons, get back onto your machines.
I go
We don't
to
want you
glory.
into...
Sigmar!
Come on,
by
get
the
back.
fire!
The winds take me.
We are ready!
You halberdiers should be there. You swordsmen come over here and start charging the center.
By Ulrich's wrath! Ready for war! Sigmar, preserve us!
Alright, we got a unit that's rallied.
Take position! Yes, my lord!
Charge back in against the dead.
Charge!
Elspeths von Draken. By the amethyst wind.
Winning over here.
By Ulrich's wrath! No!
Essentially, we're just
Halberdiers!
charging a ton of warriors back into
The
fight
Dark
against
Lady
these
of
vampire
Nuln.
counts.
Don't miss fire!
Wondering how long they can hold before the army loss penalty comes into play here.
Hand gunners! Shoot them! Swordsmen! No lingering! Taking aim! The Heldenhammer! Withdraw!
Alright, it's not looking too bad. With any luck, we'll be able to drop the vampires down pretty quick here.
Elspeths von Draken. As Buna fell, I called doom upon them.
Taking aim! We are ready for the twin-tailed comet! The Empire endures!
Alright, those skeleton spearmen are almost done.
The Empire endures! To war! For France! Crossbowmen at speed! Sigma preservus! Ready for war! Halberdiers! Yes, General?
Alright. Our army is going to be hurt, but we should be able to follow this up pretty quickly if we're smart.
We are Sigma's heirs! For Heldenhammer!
Vlad is still being a nightmare. But if we can get rid of his army,
Spearmen! Charge!
The graveyard rose. Doom take thee!
Vlad's attacking our Hellblaster, which is not ideal. Not gonna lie.
Gifted tinkerer! Crucible of war! Ready to fire! Missiles at the ready! Sigma, guide our fire! Missile troops!
Let's turn all of our handgunners onto Vlad.
Sigma, preserve us!
It's kind of turned into a cluster out here.
All roads more in time.
Alright, so what we got going on here?
Ready for war! Sir!
Basically, we're just swarming the vampire counts with as many troops as we can
Charge!
and hoping something sticks. Now, a few Hellblasters get... There we go. Pyrrhic victory. But we'll take it. We lost a lot of troops. But we will get them back, and then we will start pushing into all of the areas that, Vlad's from. Sylvania will fall, and we will take up the mantle. Now, our mortars are doing the most work right now. Our great cannons didn't do as much as we'd hoped. But we should get some other stuff. Our artillery is doing amazing. Our gunners are doing fairly well. Though I'm not really positive I'm using gunners in the correct way still. But those Hochland long rifles are nice. What we need is some frontline troops that don't break down, that have a lot of morale. Maybe that's the next research we'll do, is get ourselves a little bit more morale for our troops.
We owe our safety to Sigmar.
Now, Vlad's army fell back. Defeated Vlad von Karstein. Manuel Posner's dead. Charmed Shield helps. The Deathjack Archers are there. Sons of Sigmar. Defeated Vlad, which gives us Battle Masters, so leadership for our armies and treasury.
Elspeths von Draken.
Elspeth can't get up there yet, but we can get Evasion. And one more, the Purple Sun of Xerxes. It's our big bugger off
Dark
ideal.
Lady of Nuln.
Master Ballistics. Accuracy and reload skill. Everything around him. So if we put him near our artillery, that's going to be great. Missile strength for the hero's army. Chariot and war machines gain vanguard deployment, which doesn't matter for us at all. Restock gives us replenishing ammunition. Mercurial shot is a special thing for him. Black powder discipline. Leave it on there, and then go over here. Able if not moving. Okay, so that helps. And then, yes. So let's get triangulation to make him better for our army.
Shaiish blows me thither. The graveyard rose. For Sigmar.
Now Vlad
and
didn't
Varun.
die. We're going to take that
Bring
decisive
them
victory
death.
because it's just a cleanup.
A
And we'll
moment
replenish our
of
army
prayer.
again.
Wielder of the pale scythe.
Now we've got a zombie army over here that's
Lady
not
of
doing well. So
Shaiish.
we're going to pull back
I
for a minute and then we're going to go
require
deal with
absolute
Morath
solitude
Leichberg.
and silence.
We do have access to some regiments for now in the form of Sigmar's Sons. Their specialist swordsman unit. They're unbreakable, so they could be a good centerpiece, but we're not going to worry about that too much right now.
Who calls?
That's all looking good, all looking good. 3 turns till upgrade there. We'll let the other nations go, and we'll let ours heal up a tiny bit. And then we will push towards probably the Moot, and then Nieberg, or Nieberg then the Moot. Needling.
I am busy. What do you want?
Oh, Vlad wants a peace treaty, does he? No. We are going to go in and we're going to take over Sylvania. That is just not anything that we want to deal with. We got 3 turns on our research. Sure, the tall walls. Ulrich Magdova, slaughter on the steppes. Tall walls.
Von Draken.
So that means that we need basic walls, tall walls, 2nd rank of that. So we'll probably do that in word bad. We got 2 turns there.
Yes.
Boris Toddbringer. We still have 340 per turn that we can do. He's got 2 mortars. So let's do one more set of those 2. And then next turn we'll send him out.
To the provinces.
We will send him with
The nation calls.
our confident guy, which we're going to rename to Maldus. He's not going to get his own army this time.
Weapon practice. By the comet.
Witch Hunter. Kind of want to put more of those in. Amethyst Wizards are death. Bright Wizards would be nice. It's tempting. Yeah, we're going to need some introduction there.
Send these spirits to Mor's realm.
We'll leave ourselves there, even though we're getting raided a little bit.
Mor knows all.
Building upgrade available. So Fieldorf, we don't have the money to get the winery there yet, or the upgrade ability to go to tall walls. There's lots that we could do. Alright, we're just going to have to think about that a little bit. And we do have lots that we can do in the gunnery school. Let's go get our mortars.
Our enemies
So we've
will
upgraded to level
quake
1.
with fear.
Experimental explosive, tier 2 upgrades to the gunnery school, and recruitment cost for gunnery units all armies. So we can start upgrading our level 2 stuff now. And that got us the experimental explosive. Requires line of sight, powerful explosion. And that gave us a little bit of money. Alright, so that works out there. Our building upgrades. Oh, do we have anything that's going to just get us money? Yeah, we'll spend 1,000 there and get Fieldorf, because it has the wine markets. We can deal with that later. Need a little bit of this. Our Imperial Authority is going up. And we're doing good. So let's end the turn and see what the other nations are going to do. We're going to get a couple more turns in before we call it a week. Looks like Blackfire Pass is, well, on fire. Interested to see where that undead army is going to go. Oh, it went over near Averheim. That was not what I was expecting. Before I forget, though, we do have to rename that wizard. And we are going to call the wizard...
You need fire?
Mars. Because that's after another friend of the channel.
Powerful move.
Yes, General. Get training!
What does the Emperor bid?
His impudence.
His is mostly a zombie army.
Amethyst
We can't fight him this turn, but it's a zombie army. Werpad's army is not bad. We can reclaim if we have to. Let's take Needling, and that'll be our week probably. We'll go in and we'll fight this battle. I forgot to put our banners on because we have that really cool gem that we could have put to a halberdier unit, which is my fault, my bad. In this one, though, our artillery should, in theory, do a shit ton of damage to the undead. We have the high ground, which, yeah, should be good. Alright, so they got a bit of forest in front. We're going to have to actually push over this hill. Cool thing is our mainline artillery pieces, the ones that are going to cause us the most grief to get over there. Let's actually just slot you guys down here.
What do you bid?
Our cannon, if we set them up here, our mortar can just sit here, and our Hellstorm rocket battery can go there.
Forge and firearm.
Elspeths von Draken.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to get our army to march as quickly as possible. Down that way.
Mage of Death. By the amethyst wind.
Purple Sun of Xerxes. Gotta love seeing that pop up.
Ready to fire. Sigma guides us. Engineer. Go! I have a plan. Wipe them out. Ready for war. Take them out. Great cannon! Quick march! Quickly! Take position! Withdraw!
Alright, so that was kind of a lousy way to set everything up, but we're fine, we're fine. Our Great Cannon should rally soon enough and be able to get back on board at their guns. Not like they're going to cause much damage to the enemy this fight anyway. Let's roll in from the side here. Work our way down, essentially. Decisive victory. So that lets us take over that province. We lost 82, but yeah, it's not too good, not too bad. I'm liking the mortars more and more. I'm not liking how well the Hellblaster or the cannons have been performing lately. And our gunners, I don't know if it's just that they can't shoot into melee or what, or if I'm just really bad at positioning them, but we'll figure it out as we go. Zombies are not a big threat. They're the second worst unit in the game. Well, in the universe, actually. So don't even need to worry about them, really. Ow. Apologies if that came through. Just accidentally bonked my knee on the desk, which not a great idea. And let's not hurt ourselves. So we took that over. We're going to occupy it. Good attacker. Casualties post-battle. Bigger loss.
Elspeths.
We got the Black Crypts. Riches of the Crypts. Oh, we were supposed to raid this region, but that's fine. Flensburg is technically under enemy control. Well, at least not friendly control.
Rider of the Dragon in Carmine.
And an Unsettling Radiance healing cap, which is good. We're going to do that for right now. Let's go back in and not do the quests, but let's see if we can get any of the ancillaries on her. She's already pretty much maxed out. Let's go to
the
you.
arena and Nuln.
Wound recovery time. And an entertainer. That doesn't hurt. Yeah, we're going to give you the experimental explosive, which is fine. Just for right now. Actually, you know what? We're probably going to get another army here pretty quick. It's going to have everything in it.
This will bolster the nation.
Bone picker for casualties, and that's pretty much all we can get for our wizard here.
The Empire.
And another bone picker for our sergeant.
I will marshal the men.
Control. That works. This can be equipped to engineers and master engineers, so that's fine.
By the comet.
Just gotta worry about this one vampire army that's suffering attrition in our territory.
What does the
We're making
Emperor
8
bid?
per turn, which is not great, but not bad.
Sigmar compels us.
Put you out there.
All right. Approach and make your...
The Empire.
Let's see if there's any deals that we can make.
To battle.
All of these are really, really tempting.
Anad.
Yes. Sigma's will. All right.
Did not mean to do that. Let's get our
It is
defensive
good
alliance
to
going
see
up.
fellow son. Very well.
Defensive alliance for Talabek land. Do we want Talabek land to join us in Confederation? We have a Ogre Kingdom army here, or camp, and are we at war with the Fleet Lord? No, we're not. But we could take over a big portion of the land. We actually kind of need that. So let's get Talabek land into our fold.
Onward.
Yes.
Let's get a
My hand hovers close to my
non-aggression pact with Ostland.
So,
And see what we inherited from that, because that's going to be a lot of stuff. So Flensburg gave us a whole province. Which is going to be outstanding.
Sigmarite Archlector.
Alright, so we've got this army, which we're just going to disband, because we don't need that.
Sigmar.
Von Draken.
Our big push is going to be in towards Schwarzhaven. Fieldorf. I'm almost tempted. Do we have the money to build the winery is the question. No, we don't. So maybe I'll just hold off on that. Nuln will be upgraded next turn, which will give us access to some more cool stuff. Great cannons and war wagons with mortars, which are useless. Always happen. We're going to get the land ships and Hellblaster volley guns pretty quick here, though. So, but before I get too carried away, I think that's where we should end it for this week. If you liked the video, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.